When people think about New York, they think about skyscrapers, bridges, beaches, highways, parks, and endless movement. But behind much of that infrastructure was one man, Robert Moses. Robert Moses was never elected president, governor, or even mayor. Yet for decades, he held more power over New York than almost anyone else in American history. He built massive public works projects at a scale the world had never seen. He helped create places millions still use today, the Jones Beach State Park parkways, bridges, pools, tunnels, expressways, and housing developments that reshaped New York City and Long Island forever. To many Americans in the early 20th century, Moses represented progress. Cars symbolized freedom. Highways symbolized growth. Urban renewal symbolized modernization. And Moses delivered all of it with ruthless efficiency. But that efficiency came with a cost. Entire neighborhoods disappeared under bulldozers. Communities that had existed for generations were cut apart by highways. Thousands of families, many of them Black, Puerto Rican, immigrant, and low-income residents, were displaced in the name of development. One of the most famous examples was the construction of the Cross Bronx Expressway. The road carved directly through working-class neighborhoods, destroying homes, businesses, and social networks that people depended on. And this wasn't accidental. Moses believed cities should prioritize automobiles over communities. He often dismissed public opposition, especially from poor neighborhoods that lacked political power. Some historians also point to his infrastructure choices, such as low parkway overpasses leading to Long Island beaches, as deliberate barriers that made access harder for buses and therefore harder for poor New Yorkers, especially minorities, to reach certain public spaces. Robert Moses helped build modern New York, but he also helped create a blueprint for urban inequality, one where infrastructure could separate people just as easily as it connected them. And that legacy still shapes cities today. This is part one of a three-part series on Robert Moses.